Good evening, everyone. My name is Ace Garcia, and I'm here with Jane, my co-host, and I'm here with...
Brendan Nick.
And?
Nicholas Tejas.
Awesome. Okay, so Brendan, real quick, what made you want to come to Angelo State University?
Well, at my high school, I was actually involved in agriculture, like FFA, and we did a lot of like ag mech, like welding and stuff, and we would come to San Angelo for our shows and stuff. So we would do FFA shows here in Angelo, so I kind of already knew the area, so that's why it kind of made me feel like at home almost. And I came from a small town. For the what? The welding?
For the welding?
Yeah, the welding.
Okay, awesome.
So, small town feel. My hometown has 2 stoplights, a little town called Florence, Texas, and just going to Angelo State kind of made me feel at home and not too big of a city. So, yeah.
Okay, awesome. What about you, Nick?
Actually a similar reason. I'm from Rankin, Texas, so a super small town. We only have like 800 people. And I come from a 1A school, so, Angelo State is kind of the 1A of the D2 colleges, and it's nice. The community is really, really nice, and it was also within my price range, so
That's good.
I could afford it, and it was easy on my family, so... and of course, they have my major, and they have a great program, so...
Okay.
studying
What's your major?
Criminal justice.
Criminal justice?
And
That's
I'm
awesome.
going to get my minor in psychology this May.
Oh, awesome. Jane, I don't think I even asked you. Did you come to ASU?
I'm in my master's.
You're
right
in your
now.
master's, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. But what is it? Okay, now the real questions. What made y'all want to go Greek?
So, my main thing was I went to Ram Roundup, and I had no idea what Greek life was. It just sounded like another organization to me. I wasn't really interested in it. I went to Ram Roundup. They were talking about Greek life, and I was just like, what is Greek life? So I kind of blew it off, came to school, and I met one of my best friends at camp, and he was trying to get me to do it as well. And I'm like, I just want to figure out school. I don't want to put too much on my plate. So I ended up maybe 2 weeks into school. I ended up meeting a couple of the guys, and they were super welcoming and super awesome. So then they took me out to the intramural fields, let me play, hang out, whatever. The next day I was getting ready to become a member. So,
Awesome,
but
that's
I'm
great.
glad I took that step because where I am now is awesome. So
So is everyone Kappa Sigma?
Yes,
Yes.
everyone here is Kappa Sig.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So y'all are freshmen or like juniors?
I'm a senior.
I'm a
You're a
freshman.
senior.
Also senior.
Yeah.
Senior.
Oh,
You're-
dang, you got both of you guys.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
graduate in
gosh.
May.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
I'll graduate
look at you
December,
guys.
hopefully.
Okay.
Me too, hopefully.
No, that's awesome. Now, how has being a part of fraternity life like inspired y'all to do community service?
You want to take that one?
Sure.
Do y'all have like charity and everything and like
Yeah,
all the
so
events?
for me, with Kappa Sigma, our philanthropy is military heroes, and that really hits home for me because my dad is a ex-army.
Oh, wow.
So, and I have lots of members in my family who are also military, and
Right.
so joining this organization, seeing the opportunities that it has to help those people out, help our veterans, help our community out, that's what really motivates me to take those opportunities, just that they're there, they're presented to me, and to really see that what I'm doing in this organization is making an impact in people's lives and significantly impacting those around me in the community, giving back to a community that really takes care of us as well. That's really what motivates me.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's really, honestly, that's really inspiring. That's really great. What about you, Brendan?
For philanthropy-wise?
Yes.
I would say kind of the same lines. My parents are divorced, but my stepdad is in the military, or
Right.
was in the military. And one of the main reasons I'm here in school is because of military benefits
Oh,
and my
right.
schooling. So my school is almost completely free. So it's awesome.
awesome.
It's
That's great.
awesome. But so military heroes, it kind of hits back home.
Right.
You know, being thankful for people who went, across the oceans or to different continents to go and serve for our country,
Right.
and giving back to that community because it's hard being in that community, being a
Right.
veteran,
Okay.
sometimes
Yeah,
it is
that-
hard.
Yeah, that is
So
true.
just giving back to that community, really.
That's really great. Now, joining a fraternity, how has it impacted you in your college career-wise?
It can be like academic wise.
Yeah.
It can be like your leadership role, anything. And also, I'm also curious about the charity process. You guys are seniors, and we want to know how that money is like transparently going through the right place, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm actually the charity executive of our fraternity.
Good.
I handle all of the different events. I plan a lot of different things out. Everything is top down. I get it to the guys, and the guys go out and make it happen. And I want to start off by saying that any events that we have, any money that we raise, it wouldn't be possible without the rest of the efforts of the guys. They're all wonderful. They all do a great job. And, I can plan an event all I want, but until the guys go out and show out and
Actually
show
do
up
stuff.
and do it, man, that's awesome. So, but in terms of money, the way it works is we partner with nonprofit organizations, 501c3s, and we make sure that money goes directly to them when we do an event. So we'll raise the money, and then either Kappa Sig will present a check to that organization,
Okay.
or there'll be some type of presentation to that organization, but it doesn't go to our account, it goes straight to them. So
Wow.
That's really
when we
great.
do these big charity events, we raise, $5,000, $7,000, $10,000. It goes right to the nonprofit, and whatever they're trying to, whatever their goal statement is, their mission statement, it goes right to that. So
Oh, it seems
Wow,
like your
that's really interesting.
experience relates to a lot of like financial stability and like financial management, and you get to like get control of all of that.
yeah,
That's really
I'll
great.
tell you that being the charity executive, it's really, it's kind of a deep drop in the deep end
Right.
when it comes to learning how businesses work, how how a nonprofit charity works.
Right.
What do you do for these different events? How do you plan from planning to execution to the aftermath? You learn a lot. It's not just I'll say it's not just what you see on the movies. You know what I mean? A lot of
Party,
people
the
a lot of
drinks.
people think that,
Yeah.
but really, it's a lot. I mean, it's learning business. It's learning management of
Yes,
people.
of
It's
course.
learning
Making connections.
yeah,
Ah.
making
Yes.
connections, being personable. I mean, you have to be personable in order to get things done, and to have the support of an organization, you have to be a respectable person. So it really teaches you a lot of different things.
Yes. Now, would you like to do a shout out real quick for any events that you guys
Yeah.
have coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. So actually, we have a really special event tomorrow that's going on. It's a Seal Legacy Foundation seal drop, and it's going to be happening at 6:30 tomorrow at the baseball game. It's going to be Angelo State versus St. Mary's. Go Rams!
Ooh.
And so pretty much what we're going to do is we've paid the money up front, and we're going to donate $15,000 is our
Wow.
goal to Seal Legacy Foundation. The check presentation will take place at the event, and during the intermission, I think it's during the intermission.
The intermission in between, because it's a doubleheader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
So in
doubleheader.
between the intermission of those games, there will be a jump.
Yeah,
Oh.
so we have paid 3 Navy SEALs to jump out of an airplane and parachute onto the field, and they'll be sporting 3
Yeah, that's
flags,
really
1 flag each. The first will be the United States flag, the second will be the Kappa Sigma flag, and the third will be the flag of our sponsor, the Concerned Veterans for America. And so, that's one event that we have going on
Yeah.
right now. We'll have some more in the future.
Do
but
we still have the boxathon?
yeah,
still
so
coming up?
yeah, we'll have
What
a
is a
boxathon
boxathon?
event.
What does it mean?
Oh yeah, that's a fun one.
I've literally been talking about it. I think she's.
Yeah,
finally
I'm
gonna know.
curious about everything because in Korea there's no such thing as like sorority or fraternity.
Right.
And I've only been to parties, so I don't have the grip of what this is going on.
The,
But I think
the behind the scenes stuff.
The behind
yes,
the scenes.
I learned a lot from Ace and the other girls last episode
Right.
because they actually taught me like a lot of in-depth background and like what kind of history those fraternities are from. And we never know like these charities benefit the community.
Right.
And I think this is really like transparent thing to like share, you know?
Right.
I think it's
Yeah.
really awesome.
Yeah, I wish that more people knew about
Right?
us and knew about what we
Yes.
do, because we really do have the power to impact the community. I mean,
Right.
right now I was sitting down the other day doing the math and talking to some of the guys, and last year we went to our leadership conference, and our top AGC donor school chapter was LSU, and they
Out of what, 325 chapters,
yeah
I think?
320
Oh my God.
25
they were
chapters.
number one
they were number one, and the total amount that they donated in AGC dollars, which is charity dollars, a greater cause is what AGC stands for, was $50,000.
Wow.
Dang.
And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I sat down and did the math, and I think we may beat that this year at a D2 college.
The
That
way
would be
they
insane.
do it at
Crazy.
the conference is dollars per man.
Oh.
So that gives other chapters that are either smaller or bigger, like gives them a chance, because
Right.
if they donate, you say 50,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they have, let's say, 100 guys.
Right.
So it's not as much per man. So if we donate more and we're such a little chapter, it looks better per man.
That's true.
So that's how they kind of calculate it. So they were number one. What was it, like? How much money per man? Like
I couldn't tell you.
$500-$600 per
Yeah,
man.
something like that.
No, that doesn't make sense. actually.
Maybe a different number.
don't
All I
know,
know is the
but-
total amount was 50,000.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
that's
going to
really
leadership, it kind of lit a fire under me. You know, I kind of wanted
I
to.
want to be up there. You know?
Yeah,
That was
I
like
wanted
our-
to be up there. We got most improved chapter, which was really, I mean, that's a big award for us, for sure. But, man, seeing that 50,000 number, I was like, man, if I could do
Right?
that
Yeah.
before I graduate,
That would be insane.
That would be a
That'd really
accomplishment.
cool.
Have a
Incredible
plaque with
role.
number 1 on it. That'd
Right?
be so awesome.
yeah,
Ace, I didn't know it involved like all the math and
Yes.
business skills
Yeah.
and
Yes,
everything.
it's a lot.
yeah, absolutely.
It's a
This is
lot.
amazing.
Yes.
So-
Now, how does your fraternity support its members in professional growth and also class, or I mean school?
Professional growth wise, just making connections. You know, there's so many alumni from
Yes,
Kappa
there's a
Sigma
lot.
Right.
throughout the world, and making connections with those alumni, people that have been in your shoes as an undergraduate, and donated and supported that
Yeah.
same
Right.
philanthropy that we all support the same thing. So when you find someone that's 40, 50 and they have a business, they own a business, and you approach them and say, hey, I was actually an undergraduate brother for Kappa Sigma, and they're like,
Right.
oh, this is awesome. You have that connection. Because then it's just like, I don't know, kind of like you just never met him before, then it's like you
Instant
just click.
connection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just instantaneous. So just in a professional standpoint, having that connection with somebody, just I feel not really like a free ride, but a better chance, I feel
Right.
like.
Because you guys have shared the same value before.
Yes, right. So like our 4 pillars: leadership, scholarship, fellowship, and service.
Right.
They shared those same pillars as undergraduates. So it's kind of like, it's not just a really, I guess it is a Kappa Sigma thing.
Right.
But those are pillars that you carry throughout life. It's
Proud
not,
of you guys.
it's not just that, so professional wise, jobs and stuff, and
Right.
having connections. So yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
think to add to that, I mean, he talked about our pillars. I think it also prepares you for life in a way because, we do have those values: scholarship, leadership, fellowship, and service. And, those things are really what we teach in our organization, what we preach and teach. Man, that stuff is really important. Just to be a good gentleman, to be a man, a strong man throughout your life, and to take care of those around you, to give your life to service, or to at least give a portion of your
Right.
time to service is so important.
Healthy masculine.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to promote that. We want the generations above us to be proud, and we want them to when they see us being successful, like that's a Cap Sig, that's my brother. But also the generations under us, we want the best for them too. And so, if we can help mentor a younger generation or the youth, incoming freshmen or anybody like
Right.
that, throughout their life or throughout their college career, and give them those fundamentals to be successful, that's another way. I mean, that's just another way it
That's
prepares
another
you.
experience for you too.
Yeah.
If you get to mentor them,
Right.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. So
Yes.
it's a lot of responsibility, but it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Every bit of it's worth it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like as I joined, I was, of course, I was expecting like, oh, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be parties, but like as
Which is respectful.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
That's just the
yeah,
stigma
like,
around
that's
it.
just
so.
like how everyone sees it. But like once like I got into it, wear the suit, the attire, I felt more like, oh, this is actual like serious. These guys like
this is gentleman.
Yes,
being a
like-
gentleman. Yeah.
yes, like I felt like oh they want to be successful. They want to show
They
like
take this seriously.
yes. like
It's a lot more than what you see on the outside.
Yes,
Yep.
I did. Yeah, it was really great. My experience as a pledge was really fun. I have had so much fun. I've grown so much. I guess my brothers. I can call you out my brothers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, my brothers literally have mentored me through my freshman year, and I'm really great and like grateful to like meet you guys and everything.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Yeah,
I'm
awesome.
I'm really glad to be a part of this fraternity.
I'm glad we could give you that experience.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful connection. What would be the best thing that they taught you throughout?
The best thing they've taught me so far is leadership. I've seen like so much. They literally go when we do our votes for our new our new officers chairs. Yes. I see that they are dedicated. They even they give out like long speeches on how I would be good or how they would be good for the position, and they try to use examples and stuff like that. And I want to try to do that too. I want to put in effort, and of course go to every event I can and show that I'm worthy enough to hold a chair and hold a higher up. And it's just it also kind of is like a job too.
Is it an unpaid job?
Yeah.
Is it a lot?
It's giving
Is it a lot?
responsibilities.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and honestly, it's going really good. I really like it. It's so fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad. We have a strong generation coming up. So
Yeah, we do.
whenever
Yeah.
we're out of here, we have a strong generation coming
Yes,
up.
we have
so.
a lot of people. We have a lot of guys, and we just. Another question: how is y'all's recruitment going?
Our recruitment
You wanna
for
take that
this,
one?
yeah, sure. Our recruitment for this spring has been actually surprisingly well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think
Spring is
typically-
usually a super slow
Yes, it's
semester.
really
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
we
Oh yeah, the fall. They
fall
start
is
at fall.
Fall.
you get all your freshmen coming in. They're very interested in joining org. They want to dip their
Get
feet in the
involved.
water and then spring you have like a dry spell. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys that are already been here that know we're about and they might be interested, and there's a lot of guys that some people that transfer, and so you really have to. It takes a lot of effort to go and reach out to these students and get them interested and get them informed about what we do.
Yes.
But this year we had 7 guys so far.
Yes.
So far, yes. 7.
And that's actually very impressive. Typically we have maybe 4 or 5.
Right.
So 7 guys is good. And our goal was 13. So, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that we're still open to accepting new members.
Yes, we
So,
are.
Yes.
so if anybody out there is interested, come to a meeting, talk to a brother, get some more
Yeah.
information, and worst comes to worst, you come to a meeting, you meet some guys that are incredible.
Yeah.
You don't want to rush, you leave with some best friends.
That's
right?
true.
So,
That's
That is
I'll
true.
expand on that.
Yeah.
The stigma, I feel like if somebody shows up to an event and they meet us and then they're like, you know what, this isn't really for me. I feel like they feel that we're just gonna be like, oh no, we don't like you no more. You don't want to be a part of us. No, it's bigger than that. Building relationships and welcoming freshmen or just anybody, welcoming them so that they feel comfortable. And whenever they just say, hey, I think you're a great guy, but I don't think this fraternity is for me. This Greek
Yeah.
life is not for me. That's okay. I'm not just gonna push you away and be like,
That's very nice.
So which kind of I'll expand on my I'm a student coordinator for
Right.
Ram Roundup, orientation.
Oh, you are?
And Rambunctious Week. So I just got that position. I've been in RTO twice,
Right.
and that kind of mindset comes from that job as well.
Right.
Just because there's these freshmen that come in, they're timid, they're scared, they don't know what college is, and then they go to camp or orientation, and you just see
Right.
them do a complete 360, and they're a complete different person.
Yeah.
I say always at camp, we meet them for the first day, we get our group. It's we have 2 camp leaders,
Right. Yeah.
probably 7 to 10 campers per group, and when you first meet them, they're all
Timid and
timid,
shy.
looking
Yeah.
down, shy.
they don't want to be there.
And then
they're
they go
forced
to
be
camp,
there.
it's just oh, we got to sing these songs, whatever, cool. Then they wake up the next morning, they're like, yeah, Angelo State, I love it. It's just whoa, where did you
It's the
come from? Where did I
energy,
meet
it's
you?
so different. So different.
But just meeting, I guess, being that physical impact for those people and saying, hey, I got that person out of their shell and I am their friend now. So that's what's really cool about it. So
It's the same
Yeah.
way with the fraternity, and a lot of that too is personal experience.
yeah.
We all come into college with the same mindset. We don't know anyone. We're all
Right.
scared.
New environment.
Yep. We don't know where to go for classes.
Yeah.
We don't know where to
For
go
me,
for
I
advising.
was like
and-
that, yeah.
Yeah.
CJ, I met CJ. That's how I actually met CJ. He was in the Fat Five, and he literally like walked me through it. He literally like helped me come up here and like helped me work my schedule and everything, and it was like a real like good experience.
It had
to-
an impact. It wasn't
Yeah.
just like, oh, this guy's just trying to, he wants to.
well, at that
he
time
wants
I
to
didn't
help.
know.
Yeah, but he was like,
I didn't
know
but
he
you
was
were
in
like,
the-
I don't know who this guy is, but he wants to help
he
me.
wants to help
You
me.
know,
like
so-
yeah.
Yeah, some of my best friends still today are guys who rush with me or rushed in a previous class, and they're like, man, it's not for me. I still talk to them and see them. I had like a 20-minute
Oh, yes, I
conversation
still
with
talk to 'em.
like 3 guys outside earlier, just before I came in here, and they were like, man, I heard that stuff y'all were doing. It's great, great, great. And I'm like, man, we're still close.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're in it or not. I mean, we care about everybody. We want you to be, we want you to be comfortable with us, and if you're a good person, we're still gonna be friends with you. It
Yeah.
doesn't change anything that you're not in our fraternity.
Yeah.
But I would recommend everybody go out and give Greek life a try for sure.
Yes.
Whether that's us or any other organization,
Anybody.
give it a try.
Or join
you know?
any other organization.
Yeah.
I know
Get in a org.
Yeah.
Getting
For sure.
involved is like my
Yes.
number one thing for freshmen.
Yes.
Because when you don't get involved, you sit in your dorm,
That's true.
you get sad, you get homesick, and then you leave.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? And I feel like that's the stigma around, like, because, like, Angelo State doesn't have a high, like, graduation thing. But, like, it's just because people,
Yeah, 'cause people
get sad and they don't
yeah.
get involved. They don't give Angelo State the chance that it has,
Uh-huh.
you know? So, but when you get out and you find your community, you feel a lot more welcomed here.
Right.
And that's what Kappa Sigma is for us, you know? So,
This should be like a promotion video for ASU. Like, this is so beautiful.
Now, how does your fraternity handle diversity?
Oh, yeah, that's great. Diversity. So, I'll tell you this. Going to national conference, I'll talk about our chapter, but going to our national conference was kind of a life-changing experience just because I met so many people. I met people from walks of life and with different opinions and different thought processes that I thought I would never hear. I mean, I could never have imagined hearing. And, coming back from nationals, I now have friends, Canada.
yes.
I know guys
Oh.
that,
Canadian
they're in
brothers,
Yes.
brothers
America,
from
but they-
Louisiana, all over the place.
Wait,
Yeah.
so this is like an annual conference thing?
Yeah,
that
this
Kappa
is
Sigma
annual
did?
conference.
Well, so it is annual. It's not. I think every other year it's
Right.
like
the
grand, like the big
Oh.
one.
So
So we have
yeah.
like a medium conference, and then we'll have a super big one. So this upcoming summer we're going to Las Vegas for our super big one.
Wow, take me.
Yeah, I know. It's my first
Yeah.
time going. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
It's going to be
But
great.
we
Yeah.
met brothers from Canada. We met brothers from Louisiana,
Virginia,
Kentucky, just
Louisiana.
all over the United States, and just hearing like those different cultures and their opinions on things. It really just kind of like, wow, like this is crazy. Just mind opening. I
Yeah.
feel
Right.
like because it's a lot bigger than just Angelo
Yeah.
State, not
Right.
just Texas. You know, so
We're such a small dot on a big, green and red map, if you will. We're such a small dot, and to get out and talk to those people and make those connections, and to realize too that the culture that we have here at Angelo State University within our fraternity, within Kappa Sig, we realize that culture, that loving, supporting brotherhood, isn't just here, but it's everywhere.
right.
I could walk up to a brother from Virginia and just shake his hand and start talking, and it's the same. It's like talking to somebody from Angelo State. I could talk to somebody from Washington, from, New Mexico. It doesn't matter where they're from. I shake their hand, I tell them we're K-Sig, and we just bond, and it's instant. And that's really what brotherhood is all about. It's all about treating each other the same, caring for each other and loving each other, regardless of where you're from, who you are, what color you are, or what you like.
Right.
And so that's really my opinion on our diversity. I think that
Yeah.
it's really a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
Have to agree.
yeah.
He said it great. I gotta agree.
Nothing to add.
Yeah, nothing to add. That was great.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I just love how you guys accept everyone. Like it's honestly it's really good. Like it's a healthy environment. You guys are always like upbeat. You guys are never like, get away from me.
Yeah.
No,
Not today. I don't want to deal with it, you know.
no,
so.
but you guys are like always like you guys always have my back, and I'm honestly like very grateful to have you guys as mentors and also as friends.
Likewise.
Yes, it's
Likewise.
honestly like I've had so much fun with you guys, and also one more question: what what roles does your fraternity give for philanthropy?
What roles?
Roles?
Yes,
As in what?
in-
Explain.
How can I
Expand.
explain? Sorry.
No, you're good.
Take your time.
Philanthropy play in the fraternity.
What role does philanthropy play in
Play.
the fraternity?
Like, is it like number one, number
Yeah.
two, number
Yes.
is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Honestly, number one.
Number one.
I think number
I'd
one.
have to agree, number one.
Service is a big thing. I mean,
It's one of our pillars.
I would
mean,
say
yes.
that, you know, those pillars are. I mean, you know, those pillars are really important. They all sit at the same level, and because they all sit at the same level, that's why we have that culture that we permeate. But
Now, do you guys do anything on campus?
yeah.
We can. Did you explain the event Boxathon?
Oh, the Boxathon
I
event.
can-
Yeah,
I
I
can-
completely
I've
forgot
been
about
waiting
that.
for
Okay, go
that.
ahead. Yeah.
So Boxathon is basically we did it last spring, right? Or was
Yeah.
it fall? Or was it end of fall?
Last fall.
It was like
Right.
end of fall, near the end of fall. Basically, we actually took the idea from another Kappa Sigma organization, or Kappa Sigma chapter,
Right.
at what university was it? It was a university in Texas.
Okay.
It wasn't UT, but it was a university somewhere in Texas.
Okay.
So what they do is they build a big old box on campus, right?
Is that why it's called a boxathon?
Boxathon.
Yep.
yes.
Okay.
So they built a big old box. Ours wasn't really a box. It was our first time doing it. It's
It
gonna
was
look
more
a lot
like
better.
a tarp, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna look a
okay.
lot better this year.
This time
hopefully.
it'll be wood. It'll be real.
Okay.
But so we have, I think we're doing 3 brothers.
Right.
24 hours, 24/7 for the whole week. There has to be at least 3 brothers there, and we stay out there, and we collect clothing donations. We collect money from businesses that want to donate to our cause, and whenever
Right.
those businesses donate to our cause, we put their logo on the side of the box, so people can see it driving through the middle of campus, because we're right there next to the CHP, that big old light green area right there. So that a lot of traffic through those crosswalks
Right.
just happens all the time, and we'll have people just walk up, and I think a news station approached us
Yeah.
and talked to us about what we were doing, and we just had a lot of like recognition. And how much money did we raise that? We're looking to do a lot more this year, just because it was the first time. I mean, it's gonna be
I think
a
that
little
one.
choppy, but
I think that one we raised it was somewhere either $5,000 or $7,000.
Wow.
something there.
Dang, it's crazy.
And the best thing about it is not only are we giving this money to philanthropies, but when we're asking for donations, we're also helping our local businesses advertise. So, a lot of these local businesses, they can't afford to get a billboard or a commercial. And so we try to solve that problem by, going out, getting a small donation, like $100 donation, and then we stick their logo on that box. And, it's an interesting event, right?
Right.
It caught your eye and it caught your ear. And a lot of students feel the same way. So when they hear it, they want to go check it out. And when they go check it out, they see all the businesses that are supporting us. They see their logos. They match the name to the face. And when they need a service, they go to our local businesses. And that's really how we try to help out our businesses and in turn get something out of it for our philanthropy.
Look
That's
at them.
great.
Like,
That's
it's a
awesome.
really realistic solution, because many advertising company or whatever company it is, advertising and marketing, that costs a
Expensive.
lot of money.
Expensive.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
any single
Yeah.
that goes on, if it's a paper, a board, anything, that's really expensive. And like these type of events can actually support the community. And I
Yes.
think that's beautiful.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Now we are coming up on our time. Would you guys like to do any last minute shout outs or anything like that?
Any opportunity to,
Join?
Yeah, absolutely. We are doing our seal drop tomorrow.
Right.
We would love for anybody who's interested and want to see it. And also
6:30,
support.
remember.
Yes.
Yep, 6:30. Go support. Go watch it happen. It's the first time it's ever happened in Angelo State history. So if you want to be a part of history, go out and check out our baseball team. And if you want to donate to that, I think the donation link is still up. I'm sure we can figure out some way to promote it, but I know that it's on Facebook. It's going to be on San Angelo Live. There's going to be, I think K-San's going to cover it. So if anybody wants to donate out there in the community, we're more than welcoming to donations, and we can always raise more.
Yes.
So.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Bye.